Your heart chakra is the gateway from your lower self and your higher self, right? So when you open up your heart with unconditional love, you come into another consciousness of yourself. Your heart is a consciousness in itself.
I'm Kamerie Gibson. Welcome to the Kamerie Gibson Show, the podcast. I believe that one of the most precious gifts you can share with someone is your story. Pain has purpose and stories can change lives. Your journey to become more inspired and transformed by the lives of those around us starts now.
I was a very troubled child because of my mother's schizophrenia. I would go to school and scream for help all the time. I was one of those kids that would scream, flip tables, flip chairs, and just basically was screaming for help because I hated my home situation.
It was wee hours of the morning. I'm 7, so I really don't understand what I know now. And he came at me and I just closed my eyes and I prayed to God. And I'm like, God, please, just don't let him touch me. Don't just get him off me. Please, 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 please. And I'm closing my eyes and I'm faking sleep. And all I remember, he released himself in my underwear.
I have found my entire identity since I was a child has been rooted in making myself feel small or making myself smaller or making myself more likable, more digestible for other people.
When you say you met your dad at 13, like you didn't know who he was before?
Yeah, I didn't know he existed.
And so because I was used to my dad being gone and my older brother being gone, the moment my twin brother left, I'm like, again, this is normal for me. And so it wasn't until now as an adult to where I'm looking back, like, it's not out of regret at all, but it's more so like, if you were there, I wonder what life would have been.
I see some of my mom ways in me, and I get mad because I see the ways, but it just makes you kind of realize, like, she do have feelings.
A lot of times, those people can't think for themselves already. Like, they in a situation, but they can't get themselves out because they can't even process what's really going on. So a lot of times it just necessarily took me, praying for my mama, praying for my sisters, praying over our home because she couldn't pray for herself.
Because when the woman stops feeling love, she stops respecting. And when the man stops feeling respected, he stops loving.
But also you have to understand, like, when you're going for intention, you already dope. You already dope as a person. Like, you put your best foot forward. So you was like, all right, I put my best foot forward. I mean, they wasn't rocking with me. It be like that sometimes.
I feel like I came here on this planet to do something that's never been done before.
You have a due diligence, like, as us and ourselves, to still keep the world moving forward.
Every day you can elevate, and you have to acknowledge the days that you wake up and choose to do this life stuff, because life is not easy. So if you didn't have the energy to take a shower or brush your teeth yesterday, but you got up today, brush your teeth and then took a shower, acknowledge that.
Some people don't like uncertainty, but I think uncertainty is beautiful for real, because it can lead you in places you never expected if you allow it to. Like, when people talk about uncertainty, they just look at uncertainty as, how can this go wrong? How about how could this go right? How could this go better than you expected?
I think that purpose for me isn't a destination. It's a journey. Mm-hmm. And it's something that I continue to walk in every day and continue to fulfill every day.
It opens you to really discover, what part of me am I asking for people to love? Where does that come from? What is the emptiness that I feel that I'm begging for others to feel? You understand what I mean? And it's like, now is your opportunity to really unpack what's happening. And what you're going to find is the very parts of you that you're begging people to love is actually the most beautiful part of you that you don't even see.